All right, all right, all right. Hey, you guys, I'm going to give a couple minutes for folks to come in here and make sure that you all can actually hear me good and see me well. It is cold, cold, cold here today. Very cold. I don't know what that's about. It's like the temperatures just dropped overnight and Pittsburgh got hit, baby. It's a hot mess. All right. I'm not actually seeing. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to see you all. Christina, hey, babe. How are you? What is going on? All right. Yep. Okay, I'm starting to see you guys coming in now. Hey, Asens, how are you? Happy Saturday to you. Yeah, just wanted to try something different. Hey, Rum, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I said, why not? Let's go, because everybody's been asking me about Ask James, and I've been really behind with these. Hi, Tamisha. Yeah, I've been really behind. So I said, I'm going to go in and do, I did one last night. And I said, why not go in and do one live with the people, with the folks? Yes, what are we talking about today? We're going to do an Ask James. Hey, from Mato from South Africa. Thank you so much for being here. Got to support my Pittsburghers. I know it's right. D Green, hi, babe. Happy Saturday to you as well. Yeah, we got total cold weather. It is cold here, very cold. I went out there, I was shocked because it doesn't look like it. When you go out, it's everything's like real sun. You know, the sun is really, really bright and everything like that. But do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. AC not yet determined. Hey, thank you for being here. 65 degrees in Atlanta. Well, see, then that doesn't surprise me. If it's only 65 in Atlanta, then all of this mess that we got going on here makes sense. Yeah, that's a mess. That is a mess. Queen Royalty, how are you? But yeah, it's early. You know, I trying to do some things a little bit different. I know I get fussed at about being so late, you know, coming on. Nyerica, how are you, babe? Yeah, but that's just kind of when I do things. You know, I'm a vampire. You know, I'm a vampire. I function real well late at night. That's what I do. Hey, James, what a great way to spend a cold Saturday in the house. I'm in Ohio, 30 degrees here. I understand it. I understand it because it's a hot mess up here in Pittsburgh. A hot mess. All right, so we're good. So you all can hear me okay and you can see me okay. You know, I was having a hard time the last few times I tried to do a go live using the computer. I've had to use my cell phone to actually do it, but hey, whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. So good, it's working today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to read this email to you guys, and then we are going to jump into this and see what we can actually help this person with. Hey, Carlin, thanks for being here. We're going to do an Ask James. I'm getting ready to read the email. Oh Lord, here they come. Hey, AR Stringer, what's going on, baby? AR's in the house. If you all don't know who AR is, definitely he has a channel and it's under his name, AR Stringer. See, doesn't that sound? His name sounds like he would have a program of his own or something going on. But yeah, AR Stringer, very, very interesting channel, very, very entertaining channel and person. I like AR a lot, so definitely check him out. Okay, let me pull up the email. We're going to take a look at it. Hi, Doris. All right. And it reads, Hey, James, I love your channel, and I found out about you recently through a YouTuber named Timothy Blaine. Love Mr. Timothy. Uh, your reviews on Have and Have Nots give me everything I need, but I digress. I'm writing to you today for your take on an issue I'm having. I probably already know how it's going to go, but still, a fresh and unbiased perspective would be cool. I've been on medical leave from work for the past year and have a coworker who drops by my place periodically to help me out. I didn't actually ask him for help. He volunteered and has been very helpful. He is from Ethiopia and is married with children. Needless to say, I get down with the get down, if you know what I mean. Yes, I know what that means, child. Um, and he knows this, but he still comes by. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. All right. My issue is I have started to develop feelings for him. That's an issue. Okay. And I'm not sure these feelings are reciprocated. He gives me all the signs without actually saying anything verbally, but I'm not really sure. My thoughts are maybe it's just in his culture to be nice, but nice to what extent? Mm, it's going to be a mess. Okay. I'm not the whorish type, but honestly, I am really feeling this dude. Like I said, he is married, and I would hate to be a go between or a jump off. But if given a chance, I would take it and ask for forgiveness later. Y'all already know what I'm getting ready to call that, but okay. All the signs are telling me that he wants to get down, but I'm not sure I should go there. What do you think? By the way, I'm a few years older than you, and I can take whatever you give me. However you give it, just keep it real, as I know you will. Thanks again. And again, I love your channel. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold you to all that as well. I'm gonna hold you to everything you said because I'm gonna let you have it a little bit. Okay. While I was reading that, I see Ursula Goldson actually did a super chat, and it reads, "Love you. I love you back, my darling." And Carlin Moore did a super chat as well. Thank you so much, baby. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, um, oh, this is going to be interesting. So, first off, let me just say thank you to Mr. Timothy Blaine. I don't think he's actually here in the room, but he'll probably see this video. So, thank you, Mr. Blaine, for sending somebody my way. I really, really appreciate that. You all know we love Timothy Blaine over here. Um, Wait a minute. Hi, Uncle James. I have a question. Whatever happened with the restaurant situation at the casino you and your friend went to? Did the manager ever follow up? Absolutely, Ellen. I'll talk about that when we're finished with this. I'll give you some insight on that. Um, Child, y'all say he wants to be nice to that Patsy. You all are a mess. Anyway, yes, Carlin, I got it, baby. Thank you so much. Okay. So I see Asia from Brooklyn too. Hey, babe. All right. So first things first. Um, there's a little bit of a contradiction. Little bit of a contradiction because you said that I'm not that whorish type. Yet you backpedaled and pussy popped and said, if I'm given the chance to mess with him, I will. That's an issue. That's an issue. And I'm not even dabbing into the whole issue yet of whether or not this man is actually homosexual or bisexual or curious or queer or any of those things. Before we ever even get to any of that stuff, this man is married. This man is married, and you can't have it both ways. You either one respect it or you don't respect it. So that kind of posed for a little bit of a problem for me because I don't know. I don't know. You told me you're not whorish, yet you are kind of willing to sleep with somebody else's husband. For me and my life, the way I roll, that's a little whorish. So I don't, I can't with that. And you know, I don't do the backpedaling and the pussy popping. So that's kind of problematic. So check yourself with that. The other thing is, I got a issue with. See, I'm not. One, he's a married man, so I'm not going to tell you at all. I'm going to tell you to leave it alone. All in all, I'm just going to run it, but I'm going to tell you to leave it alone. Leave other people's husband alone. Leave him alone. Even if he comes on to you and he wants to get down, my advice would be to leave that alone, because he has a wife and he has children, and you said you don't want to be a jump off, you don't want to be a go-between, and you couldn't possibly be anything other than those things. Maybe you don't. K. Michelle said it best. Go and listen to the song, honey. She told you you can't win with no baby. You can't. You can't. A wife and a baby, you can't win. You can't win. You would be extra. You would never be anything other than something extra. So you're just setting yourself up for a problem. Twyla Crawford just did a super chat and it said, glad Ash James is back. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Twyla. Thank you all for being so patient with me with bringing the Ash James back. I know you all ask me about it all the time, and I always tell you that I still have the letters. I'm still going to do them, and I mean that. You all know my word is bond. I keep my word. I have really been busy with a lot of stuff. And again, I always tell you, you will understand that as we go forward. As this month draws to a close and we go into the holiday season, you will understand the things that I have actually been saying. So thank you all for your patience. Back to this little piece of business here. I think from what it sounds like, and then he's from Ethiopia, everybody that I've ever met that was Ethiopian, they are very nice. They have a very nice disposition. Those are just the people that I've actually run into. And I'm sure, you know, every nationality has its little nasty people. But people that I've actually met who were from Ethiopia generally are nice. So I think part of that probably is part of his culture. And it seems as though he really sees you as a friend. You all work together, and then you are now you were hurt and you were put basically on disability, and he comes by to help you. And I think maybe you got a little confused with him being helpful and giving, and then you started to kind of develop feelings. So I think a lot of this may actually really be on you. In the long run, it will fall on you, no matter what. Even if he is actually coming on to you and you take it to that next level and you mess with him, again, it always will fall back to the fact that he's a married man and he does have children, and you will always be second no matter what. He will never be yours. Never. He'll never be yours. Y'all will never be happy. Even if something were to happen that he would go and leave and come with you, how could you look at yourself in the mirror that you took somebody away from their children and their wife? How could you respect them? One, you'll never be able to respect them. Two, you'll never be able to trust them. Three, you'll always be sitting around waiting to find out what's your turn, because karma is a bald-headed bitch and you will get a turn. Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn. And then there's that little thing. How you get them is how you work with them. How you start is how you finish. If you steal somebody's man, somebody will steal them from you. Those are just the rules. It's just the way it goes. So my advice, darling, is to leave that mess alone. Leave that mess alone. That ain't nothing but a recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. You be all right. You'll find somebody for yourself. Leave that man on over there with his wife and his kids. You don't want nobody else's problem. And if he were to go ahead and mess with you, he's a problem. He's a problem, child. We'll mess around with that. But that's my advice. That's what I have to say about the situation. I hope I wasn't too hard, but again, like I said, I had to be honest. You were backpedaling and pussy popping. Not cool. So that's it. That's what I have to say for that. All right, let me see what you guys got to say over here. Lord have mercy, Ursula. Ursula said, close your legs to married men in her Nene Leakes voice. I think that's how it went. Close your legs to married men. I think that's how it went. This is such a good idea. I love Ask James. Thank you, Brandon. Leave that woman's husband alone, girl. I agree, Tamesia. Let's see. My daddy always says that how it starts is how it ends. Absolutely. That's how you start with. If you get a man or a woman, we'll do man. If you get a man and you start with this man and you start and he's actually buying you things and he's treating you, this is what you expect. You don't expect for a month later to turn around and now he's begging you for things. Trust me, I've actually gone through that situation. Baby, let me tell you how it ended. What? Bitch, where? No, sir. If you started off by taking me out and taking me to the mall and treating me, that's the way we're going to finish. We're not going to start in your pocket and end up in my pocket. That don't work. So how you start is how you finish. I've been on this planet for 46, almost 47 years. That's how I've always seen things. How you start. We're not going to be buying me first, and then I'm going to end up buying you. Where they do that at? Hey, Uncle James, my question is, how do you feel about the whole Angela Simmons situation? You know what? That girl Dazzle, I didn't even really research it. I didn't research it. I was one of my swipe left moments. So I really can't say. I kind of swipe left. I didn't even get into it, babe. We're not switching pockets. Yeah, we're not. What kind of mess is that? Oh, and about the whole situation with the casino. I actually did have a very good, deep conversation with the person that actually manages their whole outreach with the community and all of that. And he was a very nice man who had very good things to say. And he handled it in such a way that I had to lower my shoulders, which is something I don't do. I lowered my shoulders, and he was so good at what he does, and he handled it so well that I even took the video down. And y'all know I don't remove videos. Y'all know I do not remove videos, but I could do nothing else but respect him for the way that he actually handled it. So by all means, he earned the right to have that video taken down. And the video, it was so funny because he actually the problem had actually been addressed. It had been addressed, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then it got to him, the video situation. The video was circulating through Facebook, and that actually hit his desk. And then he made the phone call, and then he and I actually had a meeting, and then it was completely handled at that point. And like I said, he was so good with handling it. I've actually even been back to the casino. So, it's no problem. He was really good. And again, if that's all I was asking for was a little customer service. Just a little service. Shit. Valencia, I am a huge fan of Pose. So, yeah, I hope that answers it. Everything with the casino turned out well. Yeah, the power of social media. It's real. It's real in these streets. Let's see. My husband left me for another woman 4 months ago, and the pain that it causes the whole family is devastating. It's not just him and her, it affects everyone. Keep your legs closed, girl. Find your own. There you have it. Fly Sylvia. Hey, baby. Can't wait to see if you do a couple story times live. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll throw a story in there. I've done that before. I'll throw a little story. I'll do that during live sometimes. So yeah, I throw them in there. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. When shit go down and it get up on me, I have to get it up and get it off. So sometimes it happens during live. Can you review whatever happened to Baby James and Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte? No, they're old. But why am I reviewing those? They're real. I mean, I'm not gonna sit down and. I mean, I'll discuss things about it. Like if y'all want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But to actually sit down and do a review on them, I don't see the real purpose. It's an old movie, like really old. And there's more people who have actually seen it. I just don't see. I don't see a real purpose in actually doing that. I mean, if you want to talk about it and say like, well, my favorite scene was this or my favorite scene was that, but to actually review the whole movie, nah, I don't see me doing that. And I've been asked that before. Yeah, I've been asked that before. No. But it is Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. It's very funny. If you haven't seen it and you're on here, go look it up. Go get it. It's black and white. It's good. Much love from New Mexico. Thank you very much, Esme. Thank you for being here. James, thank you so much. Oh, no problem, baby. James, have you ever been in a fight before? Girl. Ah! Yeah. We just gonna leave that there. Yeah. Way too many times. That's what I did. I did that. I thought I was doing it professionally for a minute. Lord have mercy. I did more fighting than most things when I was young. You try growing up gay, honey, in the ghetto. Yeah, you'll be fighting, honey. Getting down. I was never the girl that they ran in the house, honey. She didn't do that, honey. What did you say, honey? Get out there and get the windmill in a minute, honey. Quit playing. Yeah, I used to fight all the time. A lot. That's why I don't have problems now. I did all that back then. I had my last fight when I was 22. I think I was 22. Yeah, 22. That was the last actual fist fight that I've actually had. Now, have I popped a bitch since then? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But an actual fight, 22. 22. I ain't forgot that. It's like riding a bike. I'll still bust a bitch up quickly. I ain't for the bullshit. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So that was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. I think that went pretty well. Pretty well. Yeah, that went pretty well. We'll have to do this again. We will definitely have to do this again. Hey, James, I wanted to ask this yesterday. Can you tell me what the house is that you were talking about? How you got your stage name? Did you live there? Okay, no. Wait a minute, babe. A house is like with the ballroom. It's not an actual physical house. It's more of a group. It's like a club. And the house that house was the House of Domination, is what it was called. That was the first actual ballroom house that was in Pittsburgh. Was House of Domination. I was part of the very first house, and eventually I actually ended up being the mother of my own house, which was the House of Treasure. So yeah, that more explanation on houses and where they come from. It's all really a big. It started in the center in New York City. You can look this up online right here on YouTube. Paris is Burning. It's a whole movie, more of like a documentary movie. It's if you like Pose, you will love Paris is Burning. Paris is Burning was actually the basic idea for Pose. But yeah, if you watch Paris is Burning, it will explain everything to you about houses and how it works, Shay. Yep. But it's not an actual physical house. Child, a house is nothing more than it's like a gay street gang, honey. Basically. That's about the best explanation that I've ever actually heard for it. It's a gay street gang, child. Child, we're not the Crips and we're not the Crips and the Bloods, honey. It's the Sips, honey. The Sips and the Floods, honey. I cannot wait for Pose season 2. Me either. Me either. It's like Street Gang, like Paris is Burning. Explain. Yeah, there you go. James, what inspired you to start your channel? Tamesia, I was actually on local television already. I had 2 shows on PCTV, which was our public access television, where I used to do spoken word and some other things, and I used to do some interviews and things like that. And then I ran into YouTube, and I was like, oh, YouTube was more of an outlet where I could actually kind of advertise. Because see, that was the one thing about public access television. You couldn't really advertise things that you do on public access television. You could only do what your show was. But on YouTube, I could actually advertise, my clothing and jewelry and whatever else I was doing at the time. So I ended up over here. And a girlfriend of mine, Terry Gelsheiser is her name. She's actually over on Facebook. Y'all go over and say, hey, Terry, because Terry is the reason that I am actually here. Terry said, why don't you review RuPaul's Drag Race? And I was like, okay. And I thought about it, and then I was going to do a blog. And she said, yeah, do a blog. And then I was like, look, I found this, Terry. How about a vlog? Because I would prefer, because I write anyway. So I was writing books. But I said, I don't want to write. I'm writing already. I said, but I could do video. And she's like, yeah. And that's how it all started. It all started from Terry wanting me to blog, doing reviews on RuPaul's Drag Race. That's how I got here. Let's see. Ms. Ronnie, it's your first live. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see. James. Hi, James. Are you going to Vegas this spring? I just talked to my god sister about this earlier. That I answered this question about 3 times every time I get on live, and I'm cool with it. Miss Carol Higgins. Hey, I will not be in Vegas in the spring with Sean in the group. This is Sean's. Me and Sean have actually parted ways as far as doing events together. So Sean decided he wanted to do his event on his own. So I'm allowing him to do his event on his own, and I will not be there. We're going to let him have that spotlight all by himself. And it's going to be good. You'll have a good time. Let's see. I'm going to have to watch that. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Shane. You will love it. You'll love it. It's fabulous. I've seen the movie probably 50 times, Joe. What do you think is going to happen in the season finale of American Horror Story? Tracy, I think it's going to be something with an angel. I have a little suspicion it's going to be something with an angel that's going to actually help, because we got the witches and we have our voodoo girls, and the 2 of them separately haven't been able to do anything with Michael Langdon. Now, paired up together in the right way, possibly, but basically we've seen them doing and undoing each other's spells. I don't know about pairing their spells together, if that'll be enough, but I have a feeling that there's going to be something about an angel, because an angel would be equally yoked. An angel would be equally yoked to Michael. It would be the complete opposite. And isn't that what the world's all about? We're 50% of this and 50% of that. The world is 50% good, 50% bad. Just like we got God and we have Jesus and we have the devil. You know what I mean? We have God and we have the devil. It's 50%. So you got Michael Langdon over here who is completely evil. Wouldn't an angel balance that out? And good always wins over evil. So I have a feeling. And I have a feeling that it's Mallory. I don't think Mallory is just a witch. Mallory can do way too much stuff. She's way too advanced. I think she's more than just a witch. I think she is an angel. I really do. I really do. If I was right, she would be. But I can't wait till Wednesday to see. Thanks, Tamisha. Said you're happy you found me. Thank you. You're such a great guy. I'm disappointed that you're not dating. I think I know the perfect guy for you. How do you feel about blind dates? Darren, I don't know how I feel about dating, period. Yeah, I give people a chance. I don't, everybody deserves a chance, but I just not looking. I'm good. I don't know. And it's definitely not because nobody wants me. You know what I mean? I'm hard. I'm kind of hard cookie. I mean, I'm old. I'm an old bitch. Just about set my ways. I haven't given somebody a hard time, child. Let's see. Michelle's daughter. Hey, how are you, babe? Let's see. Emmy's World. Hi. Yes, James, keep your legs closed to married men. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Hey, James, hope I'm not late. Little bit, Cameron, but that's okay. We're here. You know what we do. Do you think the Emmys will consider any of the characters from Greenleaf? Ooh, they should. They should, because Lynn Whitfield has been stellar. LaToya Luckett has been fantastic. And the lady that plays Grace, she's awesome. She's awesome. She really is. But I think last season was like her best. Merle Dandridge is her name. Her last season, the finale when she killed Uncle Mac, was definitely award worthy. Logan, it's Logan's birthday. Hey, you guys, I see a couple of, never mind. I didn't even have to tell you all to start telling Logan happy birthday. They're all in there. Happy birthday, Logan. Let's see. Meet and greet in Atlanta at some point, James, at some point. Yeah, I've done DC. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving around. James, I'm almost there. Therese, what's up? Yes, Mallory is way too powerful. I love the story around her. Absolutely. Oh, right. There they go. I see all the happy birthdays. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Blind dates are the devil. AR, cut that out. I am open to the concept, but I have a friend on standby to do a fake emergency call. Fucking hot mess. I told y'all I love AR Stringer. Didn't I tell y'all that earlier? Fucking hot mess. Are you cooking this Thanksgiving, Mr. Pimp Tight? I am cooking my behind off. I've already begun prepping. Pretty PR Chick TV. Hey, babe. How have you been? If you all, child, y'all should know who that is. But if you don't know who Pretty PR Chick TV is, make sure you write it down somewhere and then go to her channel and subscribe. You talk about well traveled, that little girl right there. very much well traveled. And we finally got to actually meet in person and hang out in Philadelphia at the um, 10-year anniversary for the Scorpion show and had a wonderful time. It was really, really good. I had a ball. But that whole trip, I was gone for 10 days. I did my meet and greet in DC. I went to Philadelphia for the Scorpion show. I visited my brother in Maryland. I visited with Really Bitch while I was there in Maryland. She actually was my special guest at the meet and greet. I went to Busch Gardens for the first time. It was just a bunch of firsts. I had a goddamn ball. Can't wait to get out of here and do it again, honey. I've never been gone away from home for that long. 10 days. I've never been gone away from home for a stretch that long. So I was like, do I go back? Do I just take up residency somewhere else, honey? How do I do this? It was interesting. It was very, very interesting. I love low down bassy. Child, that bassy skanks is a hot mess. I want to be more confident, but I am terrible with taking to people. What can I do? Child, do you? Do you and work on your confidence. Your confidence has nothing to do with other people. And whenever the confidence, you're going to build that from inside. So you just continue to just work on that, just feeling, better about yourself and saying, I am that. I'm that girl. You know what I mean? That's the thing you work on. And when it comes to taking to other people, let me tell you, you be careful. Be careful. You handle them fuckers the same way you've been handling them, at an arm's length. People are a hot mess. Take your time with people. People are to be watched. Mess. But you do just what you're doing when it comes to people. But the confidence thing, Janine, you just keep on telling yourself, I'm that girl. Look at your name. Look at your name, how your name is spelled and written out. I've never seen anybody spell their name, Janine, that way. So what makes you think that you're not that girl? There's something that you can start with, honey. Start right there. I've never seen that name spelled that way, and it looks really pretty written. So, child, you just keep working on that, and you'll be fine. And you keep them people at an arm's length, honey. You'll know who to let in, and you'll know when. Take your time. There's no rush. People are a mess. Did you see King James' boyfriend and that he was arrested for domestic violence? The same time King James came on the YouTube streets with that busted eye. His name is not King James J. Wilson. His name is King JJ. I don't want people confusing him with me, honey. I'm James. He's King JJ. But I didn't see that T on him. He's a mess. I hate to be the one to tell y'all I told y'all so, but I told y'all that y'all fell out down to no VA, didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all somebody gave her the old one too? I told y'all that, honey. Y'all gonna learn to listen, honey. That story didn't even sound right. Child. King JJ, I lie, don't care who tell it. Don't Rock say that all the time? I lie, don't give a fuck who tell it. At all. How do you feel about gays disrespecting transgender? Tracy, I'm not here for it at all. I'm not here for it at all. I'm not even here for gays disrespecting other gays. We need to work on that so it doesn't surprise me that they are still, that there's still that whole turmoil between, we always have that. The lesbians don't like the damn femme boys, and the femme boys can't stand the lesbians, and the femme boys and the butch queens don't like the drag queens, and everybody gives the trans girls really. And then when you go to, and it's always been this way. I've been in this for how long, and it irritates the hell out of me. I spent like several pages in my book when I wrote my memoir. I spent several pages and several days putting that together of how that all works out to the point where I'm literally in the midst of living a life, and what I was writing got on my goddamn nerves and gave me a headache. And I was like, okay, enough. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous to have all that turmoil within the gay community. And then when you look on the outside and the heterosexuals look at us, they just say one thing about all of us, them damn freaks. And then are we proving them right or are we proving them wrong? Because all in the midst of it, we all can't stand each other. Ain't that the best bullshit you ever heard of? It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous and it needs to stop. I don't know where or when it'll stop, but it needs to stop. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Absolutely. You see my eyebrows get ready to touch. I'm leaving that alone. Do you think Love and Hip Hop New York will be boring this season? It's been boring every season since it's been on, Gemini. And this one will be no exception. Let's see. Therese, go with your instincts and vibes when meeting new people. I agree. Hey, what's good? Just passed it through real quick. Hope you and everyone has a good week. And thank you, Hyperlink. Nyarka said, how do I flirt with my live? Oh, how do I flirt with my living boyfriend? I want to have more sex. I don't feel comfortable being seductive. Okay, well, it's not even about comfort. Go on and be uncomfortable. See, that's the fun part, is to go ahead and be uncomfortable and then put the task, give the task to him. You go ahead and work through your discomfort and push it on to him. Push it on to him. Yeah, and I'm going to just go here and say this because you're a woman, so I know you know how to. When you have your time, you know you have your personal time of the month, and you're evil and you're crabby. Don't you know how to throw that off on somebody else? I know you do. I know you do, because that's natural. I'm miserable and I want to make everybody around me miserable. And it is such a thing that women go through that it is totally warranted. And nobody can even be mad at you. Whenever you have to experience your cycle, if you're mad at the world, then everybody needs to just go ahead and accept it. And you can throw it off that same way that you make everybody else feel like you feel. And you don't want to be bothered and all of that. Do the same thing. Throw that discomfort off onto him and go over there and flirt. That flirting is easy. Go sit in his lap. You want to have sex? Go sit on him. Go sit. That's real simple. That's very simple. That I don't know where that doesn't work. No words, all action. Go sit on him, honey. Go sit on him and get up and see how long it takes before he follow you. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And if he takes more than 2 seconds to follow you, guess what you need? 2 seconds. I promise you it'll work. Go sit on him, honey. But yeah, because you should be very comfortable. That's the whole. That's the thing. When you're uncomfortable, when it comes to you and your boyfriend, throw it off on him. Throw it off on him. Let him deal with that. Let's see. You said, James, I was listening. Let's see. James, I'd just like to say you really have been looking snatched over the past few months. Like, let me know the tea so I can get these pounds off before Thanksgiving. Um, well, the thing is, I haven't really been doing anything specific. I just kind of shifted everything. It just like cut everything in half. Like I don't drink pop and even like soda. I used to drink. Well, I will drink some here and there, but I used to drink Mountain Dew like constantly. Cut Mountain Dew and Pepsi constantly. So I completely cut that out when I actually got diagnosed with diabetes. So it changed everything. So I had a little bit of an unfair advantage because I had to cut some things out. So, and I've never been a real big cake and pie and cookie eating person. So that wasn't really an issue with me. My issue was really that Mountain Dew. It was crazy to actually see what I was intaking. I was drinking like 4 or 5 of them things a day. And I looked at them, those things were like 22% carbohydrates in a Mountain Dew. So soda will get rid of a whole lot. But child, weight ain't falling off like I would love for it to fall off. It's still there, honey. Still a fat ass, honey. It's all right though. Kiki Hood, hey James, what's the name of your memoir? Is it still for sale? Absolutely, Kiki. It's called Boys Like Me, and it is on Amazon. All 5 of my books are actually on Amazon, and they're available on Kindle. Ah, Lieutenant Blanco, you caught me. You always do. Well, not always, but you catch me in the replay and stuff. But it's good to see you. Always is. Um, let's see. James, I'm smoking my blunt and getting ready for work. Glad I get to do it with you. All right, now come on, Paris. Smoking the blunt, honey, puff, puff, pass. Yes. Child, that's the mess. You gonna go to work, child. That goddamn Paris gonna be over there giving is you live? Whore! Whore, is you live? You're gonna be wondering why you so happy at work. Don't nobody want to see Joe Button and his baby's mom. Child, Joe Button is fat. Joe Button is cute to me. He's boring as fuck, but I don't know why, but that man is cute to me. And he's so goddamn evil. I think that's part of why he's cute. His face always twisted. I said, come on over here. Come on over here, Joe. I bet I can wipe that snarl off your face, honey. Leave you sitting there wondering what just happened. My mom had a best friend that was when I was little. And I didn't, that was trans. Okay. That was trans when I was little, and I didn't even clock her until I was older. Absolutely. That's how you do it, Asia. That's the way it's supposed to work. But the funny part is kids usually clock people before adults. Oh, nah, we just had sex. Okay. All right now. Thank you. Great answer. I love you. Child, sit on them, honey. Sit on them. You got all the power, honey, in between your legs, honey. Sit on them, honey. You win. Hashtag. Hey, James and chat. Hey, Dave Rosenthal. How you been? How long have you been here? Because I didn't get a notification. The notification thing is driving me nuts. I don't know what to do with YouTube other than hold them up and bitch slap them about this. It's ridiculous. But like 48 minutes. James, please pray for my mother's speedy recovery. Absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely will. Absolutely will. Wow. Yeah, I definitely will. And not just her, you too. You too. You too. I know that got you in a whole situation, running around looking just like her. Mm-hmm. Let's see. James, what did you think about life? Everyday job, everyday problems, every day is the fucking same. I am really tired of life. What can you advise? You got to find something. You have to find something. You got to find something that takes you out of the mundane. You have to find something that makes you happy, whether it be a hobby, something. You got to find something because that's where you don't want to be. You don't want to be sitting in that dark corner. Not at all. you need to find something. If it's a pet, something, you need something small, and you'll be surprised at something small that takes you out of that dark corner. Something that you do, save up for something, choose something that you want, that you're, and start saving up for it, or grab yourself a pet, or grab a hobby, something. You need to figure out something to do that's different than what you're doing. If it's nothing but going to the movies, take a day and go to a movie by yourself, and enjoy yourself. That, because that's quick. That's 2 hours out of the week where you can look forward to. I'm going to go and enjoy myself and do something that makes me happy for 2 hours. Something, a movie, a pet, a hobby, something. You got to do something to get yourself out of that dark space quickly. That's not good. That's not a good spot at all. And if it continues, you need to go talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to go talk to somebody. That's my advice. I don't like that dark corner at all. I don't even play a game with that dark corner. That dark corner is a bad place to be. Just rub up against him when he passed you on the way to the fridge. Stick out that boot. See, Asia know what time it is. Do you feel that the Real Housewives of Atlanta need Kenya? No, y'all already know. I don't even like Kenya, so y'all know better than that. It was fine before she came. It'll be fine now that she's gone. How long have you been diabetic? It's been a year. It's been a year. Yep. I started off on 2 pills. I am down on 1 pill and working on getting rid of it. James, what a pleasant treat for a Saturday afternoon. Thank you, Linda. Let's see. Hi, James. Love your channel and your friend in my head. Much love from Yonkers. She say spell it's pronounced Yonkers. Okay, come on now. Let's see. Pre-PR check. Yeah, cutting out pop will help get your weight down. Replace it with fruit infused water. Okay. And see, I didn't even bother. I went straight water, and I had to actually go back because I had taken, when I first got diagnosed, I took so much sugar out that the doctor was like, honey, you got to eat something, that sugar. You throw in your equal. I did. I walked into, coming around this bed right over here, walk right the fuck into the wall. Because if you take all the sugar out, you'll throw your equilibrium off, walk right into the wall, got fucked up. But he said, you got to do something. He said, you can have a little juice or something. You ain't got to, child, you know drag queens are extreme, honey. That's what we do. I do everything on a grand scale of 1 to 10. I'll be trying to do a 15, trying to do too much. But yeah, that sounds good, because a lot of people would have more problems than I did cutting soda out altogether. Yeah, I had to infuse something back in. Mountain Dew will do you in. Yes, it will. It'll fuck you up, Patty. You being nice. It'll fuck you up. That was my addiction too. The amount of sugar is crazy too. Are you insulin dependent? No, I didn't have to do insulin. Nope. Thank God. He spared me that. And I definitely, I jumped right on it. I was like, I know good and well I ain't fought with no damn cancer to come and die from diabetes. Who the hell does that? Can you review Mommy Dearest? No. Nay Rob, you made it. How you doing, baby? And where's Trey? Look, and see, now that's where's Trey? You can't have Nay Rob without Trey. Oh gosh. Nay Rob is in the house, you guys. I know you all should know who she is. If you don't, the queen of gossip, honey, in those streets. She is always down with what's going on with the reality stars and all of that, and the music folk and all of that. Go check out Nay Rob's channel. If you're not signed up, sign up. She does a live every Sunday at 1:00. Every Sunday at 1:00. I'm always on her, down to the bingo hall, chipping, trying to keep up and watching Nay Rob's ass at the same time. James, do you watch Game of Thrones? I don't, babe. I don't. And everybody tells me that I would love it, but I've never actually tuned into it. Paris James, I am 22-year-old alcoholic. I've been so since I was 16. And if I could get some encouraging words from you, that would really help me. Absolutely. Well, see, part of the problem is you got a handle on some of it because you actually have admitted to what the situation is. So you have some semblance of a handle on it. Are you actually seeking any outside help? Like, are you doing any meetings or talking to a professional? Because I think that would definitely help. And, I'm always game for talking to a professional or going, a route where someone is actually trained to help. I am always an advocate for that. There's nothing to be embarrassed about it, about seeking help from people who are actually trained to help you. So, but definitely, I mean, I'm very proud of you that you actually are able to admit it, because most people can't admit to what their issue is. They have liquor in their hand and drunk and I ain't got no drinking problem and cuss you out. So I'm very proud of you that you have one hand wrapped around it. All you need is to get the other hand wrapped around it. You could choke that problem on out. Absolutely. But if you're not doing any meetings or actually talking to anyone, then I definitely suggest you do that, because you definitely already got one hand around the neck of the problem. So definitely, definitely. And you can always come here, Paris, and talk to me. You can always come talk to me. And you ain't got to wait on me to go live. You could hit me in my email at spillitboy@gmail.com, and we could have a conversation. I have no problem with that. Definitely. Um, I have predictions, but it's hard to stop drinking soda. Absolutely. Yeah, pre-diabetes. I'm saying predictions. What kind of reading am I doing, honey? Pre-diabetes. It's hard, to stop when you like it. So it used to be my weakness too. Hey, Brat Jr. Hi, James. I am so glad I had the chance to catch you live. Love you. All right, T. Trish. James, what moisturizer do you use? Your facial and skin is flawless. I use Vaseline. You know what, Sandra? I use a product that is actually you'll see her on here a lot of times, Nadia. Her brand is sincerely yours, sincerely yours by Nadia. And it's I love this uh lotion that she has, the moisturizer called Me Too, and it smells so good. But if you type her in, you Google her under SYNA, under Sina, she'll come up. She's also on Facebook. But yeah, she's actually one of our people here. She's one of our group. And I use a lot of products from her, a whole lot of products from her. Yep. Let's see. That's the turn on her. Keeps a resting bitch face. Mr. Buttons could catch a ride, my baby. You know what? AR, a mess. Ah! Okay, let's see. Miss Tish. Hey, babe. Let's see. Thank you for your advice, James. I really feel better after you tried to help me. Thank you. Cool. No problem. Miles and Milan, still together. King, Milan, and Taj, Justin J. and Chow. And I'm going to say, I'm going to give a pass. I'm going to swipe left on all that. Sipping socialites. Hey, babe. I had a coworker who said her doctor told her her addiction to Mountain Dew and Reese's Cups, in addition to her weight, was why she became diabetic. I was like, wow. Well, you do too much of anything, and that's a whole lot of sugar she had going on. Reese's Cups and Mountain Dew. Get on down, girl. She was really burning it on both ends, honey. Hey, Latrice. Let's see. Okay. Also, aloe vera gel is good for your face and your body. That's what I use on my skin. Absolutely. Absolutely. Aloe vera is good for a whole lot of stuff. James, I'm thinking dating. I think I'm dating a gay pastor who act like he hate gay people. He probably does. He probably does. He probably does. He has issues. Cause I got issues. You got them too. Yeah, I bet he does. If he's a gay pastor and in denial and dating a woman, he probably does hate gay people. And guess who the main gay person that he hates is? Get away from him, honey. Get away from him. He has issues. You don't need those issues. You don't need them problems in your life. Get you somebody that you deserve to have, and that ain't it. James, are you ready for Drag Race? Absolutely. You know, as soon as I saw Latrice Royale on the roster, I was ready to go. I love Latrice. So y'all know from the door, I am Team Latrice before the shit even gets started. Kiss from France. Thank you, No Reason. Hey, Frankie. Hi, James. Love your channel, and you always give great advice. I try, Rakik. I try. Um, I see all these messages for Paris. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, guys. About to go on a date. Blue jeans, black shirt, black jeans, and red shirt. No, I'm down for the black and red. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'll go for the black jeans and the red shirt. Uh, how do you deal with a coworker that constantly makes shady remarks? Cuss that bitch out and leave him alone. Cuss that bitch out, leave him alone. Ain't nobody, because that just gets old. It gets old. A bitch that's always making smart remarks, eventually you're going to get tired. So ain't no need to wait for eventually. Cuss that bitch out and move on. You don't need that at work every day. Some aggravating bullshit. You know, what's that about, really? Nobody got time for that. Do you think Fiona will come back on AHS? No. Nope, I don't. I don't. Because Madame Laveau, Marie Laveau, rather, is coming back. So we don't need Fiona and Marie. So, nope. Hey, El Blunt. Liz Marie, hi, babe. Run, don't walk away from that guy. Absolutely. Word on the street that singing Kiki Y remarried. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Latrice just got married not long ago. Yep, I knew that too. Yep. You say Jesus is a biscuit. Let him sop you up. That shit was funny. Says she is so ridiculous. Hey, Demetrius, that wasn't an option, but I think you're right now. Enemy's world. Oh, okay, that wasn't for me. Let's see. Say shade him back harder and even give him the finger, child. Hey, Leah. James is loving you is wrong. Coming back on. No, I heard that it wasn't. Nope, and I am so sad. I hated how it ended off. That was terrible. All right, you guys, it has been an hour. I thank you guys for spending some time with me. I need to jump off of here and go and get some things done. But as usual, I love you all. Like I said, go and check out Narob, AR Stringer, Timothy Blaine. Who else was on here that we mentioned? Oh, Pretty PR Check TV. Check all them out. Sign up for their channels, and I will catch you guys real, real soon. Thanks, guys. Say Philly loves me. Thank you, Midnight Kiss. See you guys. Lieutenant Blanco, I will definitely be praying for your mother and you, boo.